finally getting around to recording a video or another video. I think I posted a video recently, I don't know. Man, being an adult is hard. There's so many things I gotta do. I'm starting to get the hang of it, but I still have a long way to go. One of the things I can't wait to do is learning how to use my CLR. But I just gotta, I wanna use the CLR on the pipes and stuff in the house, and then I wanna also get to the floors, and I might want to do that around the same time. I don't know. But for now, I'm finally sitting down and I'm resting a little bit. Still have a long way to go before this house is where I want it to be. I'm just exhausted, and I'm just trying to, get everything together. I guess I can say, as far as my daughter's learning schedule is concerned, I'm doing that pretty nicely. At least today I started back reading the books, because I spent a long time not really doing my schedule, because I'm still grieving over my parents, and Mom's death is still kind of new. I mean, she died last month pretty much, so I guess it's not really gonna be old just yet. I guess I'm not prepared for those days when it is technically old, I haven't really been talking about Mom's ashes here lately, but I'll probably get back to it eventually. I don't know. I have a lot on my mind. I have a lot that I want to do. And I guess it took me a while to really make another video, because I guess you gotta live a little bit of life before you can really come up with a topic. I got a new phone, so I'm kind of getting used to using it, I'm sorry. I wanted to be a lot more enthusiastic and a lot more happy, and maybe coming here with something that I've learned over the past month, but this whole entire month has just been full of stress. A lot of tasks that seems to be impossible to complete, and just a whole bunch of feeling, I guess this is just one of the rough parts of life. It's not the roughest part, because there's still a lot more positives around me than negatives, so, there's that. And it always helps to look on the positive side of things. I'm so stressed that I'm feeling a lot of pressure here. I mean, yes, I have a lot of sinus problems, so that's part of the reason why the pressure's in here. But the other reason is most certainly stress. I am very stressed. I thought going through quarantine during 2021 and 2020, 2021, last year was when everything kind of stopped a little bit. 2020, damn, it's really been 2 years ago. But anyway, I thought the stress I went through in 2020 when we were locked in our houses was the worst stress that I can possibly deal with. But no, this is, well, maybe it's not the worst. It's one of the worst, though. And no, I'm not trying to open up the door for anything worse to come in. I'm just trying to acknowledge what's around me. I don't know what any of you are experiencing, but I hope you find some kind of positive in watching me. I don't know. I'm just venting. Like I said, I just wish I had a lot more of an interesting topic to talk to you about, or something with a little bit more structure. I guess I'll get to it eventually, but for now, I'm just venting. I guess we all have to vent every once in a while. Well, so far, this day has been a very scrambled one. I say scrambled because, you know, it's just a lot to do. It's like I'm getting things done, but it's like barely. My Martin Luther King Day was kind of, I guess, okay. I mean, my husband was off, so I had a little less to do and a little less to like think about. But you know, my mind is going a mile a minute whether I'm stressed or not. So, you know, him being here gave me a little bit of a break from everything that I have to deal with on a normal basis. Yeah, he gave me a little less stress to deal with, because when he's not here, I just don't feel right. And I guess I can't like really deal with the silence that much. I mean, yes, the girls are here, so there's a whole bunch of noise as far as them, but the mental silence, you know, he's my equivalent. Having kids is not the same as having somebody that has the same mental capacity as you around, you know. See, with the kids, you have to teach them everything. And no, I'm not alone because they're physically here, but I am most certainly mentally and emotionally alone, because kids are not going to comfort you, and they're not going to understand. Excuse me, my sinuses are terrible. It's all up in my ears and shit. But yeah, they're not gonna understand you like another adult would, you know. So I have to deal with, you know, it sounds like normal stuff, you know. Every mother has to deal with dealing with their children, because you have to take care of your kids, you have to take care of your house, you have to if you work, you have to work, and many other things that you have to do. There's this intricate details that goes into all three of those things that I just listed, but you know, there's a lot of things that you have to take care of and a lot of things that you have to do, and it's very energy draining. If you hear anything in the background, that's the washing machine. So I'm washing clothes. Hopefully I can get to it. And that's the thing. I can start task, but it's hard for me to like finish them. I have been working on the same load of clothes for about a week, because I seem to never get around to it. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what I've been going through for the past few days. I don't know what it is. There's always something I never get to. It's like I try keeping the girls on the schedule. I try washing clothes. I try organizing things in the house. I try drawing. I try posting my work. I maybe try to fit video games into the day, which is why I'm trying to make more gaming videos so I can actually fit it into the day, and it actually fits into the day instead of me completely forgetting about it. Because I've been trying to finish playing Jak and Dexter for like, what, years? And by Jak and Dexter, I don't mean like the one game. I mean like all of them. I'm trying to finish playing all of the games. And it's just a matter of getting to it. But there's like so many more practical things I have to do before I can just sit down and relax and just let go. And based off all the tasks that I have to do, I also haven't really had enough time to truly deal with my emotions. And it's like I have to fit things in whenever I can, or else I'll never get to it. Or it'll be years before I can get back to it. Right now, I'm not a working mom. Right now, my husband is the only breadwinner in the house. I'm still trying to make the magazine, and I'm still trying to, set up my internet store so that I can sell the magazine, so I can sell the complete comics once I finally get to it. I'm still trying to do commissions as well, but commissions depends on whoever is actually interested in me drawing something for them, So I can't really completely depend on that. But I'm open for commissions for whoever is interested, that is, I'll probably have to make another ad just to let people know that I'm accepting commissions, because maybe people don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to get to in the meantime, I'm trying to do commissions until I can actually complete the magazine and or complete a completed comic book so that I can sell it on my website. I'm trying to work on animations, but I haven't really gotten to them yet. I'm starting, but I haven't gotten to the point where I've actually completed a full animation or even really started. It's I'm starting to make a few frames, but I haven't brought the full picture in yet. It's a lot of work. And I'm trying to work on my dream career, but I'm also thinking about what I can do in the meantime. Like I said, commissions are one thing, but it's not a solid thing, because that depends on who actually wants me to draw something for them. But I'm also trying to think about what practical things that I can do in the meantime to make money so that I can, bring some sort of income into the house. I'd prefer to do something that I can do from home, so that way I don't necessarily have to leave my daughters or put them in a daycare. I don't want to do that because I don't think they're ready for that type of exposure yet. I can barely get them to stop trying to mess with things on the table. I don't even know if they're going to listen to their daycare instructor. What the world? My brain is weird. I don't know if they're going to listen to their daycare instructor or teacher. And I don't want them to be driving anybody crazy. They're not bad girls. They're just curious. They're curious. They're into stuff. They're kids. So, I guess, yeah, they're trained and everything to deal with this. But, if I'm going to put my kids in school, I want them to actually act like they're in school. And I feel like as a mother, it's my job to make sure that their behavior is ready for that type of environment. I really have a lot of work to do with my oldest child, because she's 4, which means by the end of this year she'll be school age. So I have to, get her ready for being around other kids, and most importantly, get her listening to adults, because she has to listen to her teacher, and she has to actually participate in classroom activities. And I just want to make sure that she knows how to follow directions, and that she knows do's and don'ts. And like I said, if I have to I'd prefer to homeschool my kids. Number one, because I never was homeschooled, and I always wanted to be homeschooled. And when Mom and I would have conversations, she told me she wanted to homeschool me, but she never got that chance to, because she had to, she had to get a job. So I had to go somewhere safe while she would go to work. So I'm wondering if I can have that opportunity to just homeschool my kids, just to, I guess, finish what Mom started, I guess. I don't know. it's also my preference for for parenting, and I kind of want to experience being in a homeschool group, you know. And it's their way of actually seeing other kids without them being too far away from me, you know. Because I'm kind of nervous. I know you gotta actually put your kids out there in order for them to learn, but she's still 4. And by the end of this year, she'll be 5. Is she even gonna remember a bus number? I remember my nieces, when they were about her age, they didn't even know their home address. So it's like, I don't really know if I want to like put her out there alone just yet, you know? So, I mean, I'd prefer to like homeschool them until at least middle school age. Because at least by then, you got your address down packed, you got your home phone down packed, you know what 911 is, you know all the basic stuff a kid is supposed to know. So, and you also know how to remember routine. They still have to get used to routine, you know. I still have to get used to giving them a routine. I still have a while before Leah's school age. I ain't got that long. She's 2 years behind Violet. So, you know, when Leah's 5, Violet will be 7. So, yeah, they'll be, you know, she'll be 2 years behind her sister. So I'll have a little bit more time to prepare Leah. But I have to prepare Violet now. And I think based off of my child and based off of how impulsive she can be, I really think I need to supervise her just a little while longer before I just throw out there and be like, all right, you're ready, you know? Sometimes it's about knowing your kid too. Because some of us know, especially if we have multiple children, some of us know our very independent children and also our very needy children or anything in between that, you know? And like I said, I got a lot of work. I have a lot to work on when it comes to my oldest child because I have to get her like ready to be out in the world and used to things. Then again, at the beginning of my life, I went to private school and I didn't wind up going to public school until I was middle school age. So, you know, I hope I can work things out where we actually can do like a little homeschool group. And I can give them that interaction that way. And that way I can actually, you know, keep a lookout on them and actually see if they are ready to be left to their own devices, you know? Right now, no, they're not ready to be left to their own devices. Violet may be a lot more independent than Leah, but you put them out and tell them, remember this, and this, they're not going to remember that. They're not going to function like that. They need a lot more guidance around now than what they're probably going to need around, maybe around 11 through 13, you know? I hope this doesn't mean that I'm like super overprotective. I just want to be careful and I want to make the right decisions. And I figure the best way for me to parent is to homeschool them until at least about middle school. And then once they hit middle school, then I'll see how their mentality is. And then after that, determine if I put them in public school with the other kids or if I continue to homeschool, you know. I don't know who's going to agree with me with this one, but I believe college is optional. I mean, I never went to college. I'm not saying I never will. It's just I never did in the proper order of, you know, schooling. I didn't go to college directly after high school. I attempted to get in the workforce, but apparently I didn't have enough experience to be in the workforce. even though I don't know how much experience you really expect somebody who just graduated from high school to have. Most high school students don't have jobs. Most high school students are still depending on their parents for whatever reason. So why did you expect me to wind up having all this fucking experience? Because you don't want to train anybody, whatever. And no, everybody else, just didn't call me back. I tried calling. I tried, just waiting. Nobody wanted me to work for them when I was actually ready to work. And then I got married, and then I wound up saying, fuck it, I'll just let my husband bring in the money because he's at least successful with getting a job. But yeah, I don't think college is like necessary for them. If they go, cool. If they don't, then I'll try to help them the best way I can to get in the workforce. Or I'll let their father guide them on that one, because apparently I wasn't good enough to work for nobody when I was 18 through the age of, 21, because that's when I gave up on looking for a job anyway. 21 was also the age that I got married. So what I want to do is I want to set my kids up an account so that they have that money ready for when they're adults. So whether they decide to go to college, they can use that money to pay for college. And if they don't wind up going to college, they can use that money to pay for their first apartment. So I just want to set them up for life. So regardless of what happens, they're good by the time they're my age. Or at least they're in a better position than I was when I was 18 and didn't have enough experience for anybody's job. Yeah, I'm salty about that. I mean, I don't want to work now because I'm trying to be here for my kids, but and my husband's bringing in the money, so it's not urgent for me to work, you know what I'm saying? But I have been thinking about where I would go and what type of job I would want to participate in if I had to. At least in the meantime, until I'm actually making money off of my art, which has been my dream for the longest time, to make money off of my art. Eventually, right? But I'm going to end the video here, and hopefully I'll have a lot more to talk to you about. Hopefully I can have a more structured video. If not, I'll just vent again. I never come with a topic anyway. I hope everybody continues to have a good day, have a good month, have a good year. I love you all. Bye for now. Peace.